Welcome back, guys. A bit of an experimental video today. I mean, it will be the usual video, but experimental in the sense that this is the first day that we've got full bright sunshine, very blue skies, a very nice day, and I'm hoping this will be the first day we can film directly into the sunlight without having to worry about flaring. More on that later. Let's just say I've moved into summer mode, not just in terms of what I'm wearing, but also with the kid. Noon. I'm going to cross over so that I can film directly into the sunshine on the opposite side of the bridge, and I'm pretty sure that isn't going to be an issue for the first time ever on this channel. Obviously it happened to get a little bit busy traffic wise on the bridge at the exact moment I wanted to cross over. What a surprise. Colours are jumping as far as I can see, at least in terms of people that are walking on the bridge with all the sunlight removed. Okay, let's cross over now, carefully. There we go. Right, we made it. This gent's cap, for example, should be very, 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 very highly visible in the image. I say filming directly into the sunlight. That was close. I almost got smacked by a bike. That would have been my fault. That was very close. I'm not in the road, but I was very close. My backpack kind of is overlapping. Luckily, he said, watch out. I was supposed to just crash into me. Yeah, I mean, the water, folks, is not looking an odd green. It actually is an odd green, a pea soup kind of green. But I think, looking around, and this is one of the most open spots in terms of picking up colours, and not too much of an issue with the light being distorted. I mean, to me it looks pretty clear, the shimmering on the water. Yeah, we're filming directly into the sunshine at the moment. I mean, I kind of think it's under control, isn't it, to be honest? It's managing the excess light pretty well, and the reflections. Entirety of the Palace of Westminster from the bridge going up to Elizabeth Tower itself. Okay, let's continue. Trying not, obviously, to smack the camera into anyone. I will go back over. I was kind of secretly hoping our little friends with their cup and ball might be here, but they're not. I mean, even if they had been, they wouldn't be for long. We would have seen them off. We wait for these couple of buses. Interesting colours on the vehicles as well. Beautiful sort of pinks and purples on that bus. Bridge, in fact, is very busy for a weekday. Not in terms of the number of pedestrians, which is kind of normal, but there's an awful lot of traffic. Flowing well in London today. Let me just wait for a gap and get across. Otherwise, it's going to be much longer going on this side toward Parliament Square and then crossing over afterward. Yeah, I think we've hit exactly the right time with the management of reds. Okay, I'm being super careful, guys, this time. Last little bit to cross is the final bike lane, and then I'm safe. But that, to me, on the screen looks the most accurate representation of what I've actually been able to see myself, without glasses and without a camera. So in other words, I think we finally hit an image which is truthful and faithful to reality. Let's see. I mean, obviously you guys will be much more able to comment based on what we get when we finally arrive at Horseguards. Oh, great. It actually wasn't that busy, folks, when I arrived. And now it's packed. Oh. Nope, he's not about to set up his balls, the guy on the ground. He's actually going to draw a little picture in his little book, I think. Yeah, the orange is spot on. That orange banner above City Cruises. Uber boat in the distance. I mean, everything's looking, what can I say, magnificent. Wow. It does make a difference, doesn't it, when you cut out a higher proportion of the light than you permit to pass the lens. 1 second, they're taking a picture of a school group, big school group lined up against the edge of the bridge. Good, done. Now, here on the bridge it's very breezy. You probably noticed that in ladies' hair blowing all over the place. I'm hoping it's not going to be like that at horse guards. It's actually super annoying because it impacts on the audio. Right, nice and colourful. The rickshaw is very colourful.
I want to work somewhere quite cool without all the bullshit that you get attached to a big.
Gosh. I mean, we've got some impressive colour explosions, haven't we, today, guys? To be testing with.
There's 2 things here. So there's 2
Les Miserables. I think that's actually London's currently longest running musical. It was Cats, but I think that's stopped. Oh, the anti-ball and cup brigade have arrived, but they saw there's no one here and they're turning around and going back to Scotland Yard. New Scotland Yard. Okay, I'm hoping it's going to be a little less breezy this side. We know the horses are not particularly over at the moment. It's breezy. Now, the lifeguards will still be there, but of course I'm hoping we might get to see some different horses to yesterday. One other thing I was going to mention at the phone boxes, but I'm not actually going to go to the phone. Well, in fact, I will briefly for the red. A couple of people mentioned yesterday about my Bulgarian weightlifter comment. It seems that there are a few sensitive souls watching the channel. Folks, I mock everything, including myself. It's in good humour. It's not in malice. So if you find yourself being offended by that kind of humour, in other words, I don't typically hold back, might not be the right channel for you. I mean, there are plenty of others that cover horse guards. No one is forcing anyone to watch this channel, or indeed any other channel. Now, for some odd reason, a few of you took it that my comment was directed to the quality or poor quality of the woman's clothing. Some of the comments were, not everybody can afford nice clothing. Huh? The comment wasn't even about her clothing, it was about the posture that she took. Looked as though she were about to step down and pick up some heavy weights. Actually, they've got the flipping traffic marshals back today, which is annoying as hell, but oh, he's already eyeballing me. Oh, it's green. Right, Mr. Traffic Marshal. Here we go, guys. Are we ready for an audit-style confrontation? I hope he's going to be chill. Please be chill, please. Yes, he's chill. Brilliant. I mean, I love that, in fact. I mean, I'm kind of trapped in the middle of the road with nowhere to go, but I'll figure it out in a minute. I'm seeing a good number of people, actually. Surges of groups and tourists all over the place, which bodes well for horse guards. I mean, in most videos, we start the video, I sort of stroll here and there, don't we? And everything's pretty chill because there's not a lot of traffic. But today, like, what on earth? Okay, flipping, finally. Okay, I kind of need to walk around a little teeny bit, but there's enough space here just. As long as I don't trip and get squashed. They've really done a good job of barricading everything off, actually, here. There's effectively no way to get over here quickly unless you cut through as I did. If it had been the traffic marshal from last week, he would definitely have had a go again, but that older gent seemed pretty chill, to be fair. He gave me a glance, but then he ignored me. Wow, I mean, we're not going to go any further that way because we don't need to, but as you can see, I mean, it's busy. It's really busy. Beautifully so, actually. We've got a pro-Palestine, small pro-Palestine protest happening. You can probably spot the flag pretty much in the centre of the frame right now. Not bothered about that. I won't go closer to the box for a minute because there's a kid with her mum getting a picture, but I think the red of the box is pretty accurate, isn't it? Let's be honest, guys. At least as I'm looking at it on the screen. One thing I also like is the reflection. on the ground. Oh, reflections being cast through the pillars. Amazing, eh? That creates quite the shadow, I must say. I mean, it is a shadow, it's not really a reflection because it's not from water or a mirror, but you get where I'm going. Okay, let's move the camera away for a minute. Actually, they're going to be a long time, in fact. Let's not go back and worry about that. Nice spot. She's got up there. Yeah, the reds are looking pretty good. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to horse guards and see what's up, fam. See what up, fam. Gosh, there's a huge number of vehicles, all sort of crowding, jostling for space in the centre. Interestingly, this, I think it's Thursday, we have some very senior military personnel visiting London from many countries who are apparently meeting at the Ministry of Defence, I believe, to discuss this coalition of the willing, whatever, political nonsense for peacekeeping in Ukraine. Good luck with that, because without US air support, it won't be happening. Yeah, quite a lot of police vehicles today. Let's hope that doesn't equal a protest. We get to horse guards and it's closed. As you know, guys, I'm not that often out on Tuesdays, but having spotted how lovely the weather was going to be last night, I thought, hey, gotta be done. I'm hoping we're going to see, wait, let's wait for them to finish. His shadow, in fact, the shadows are picked up really clearly, aren't they? Especially his shadow. Oh, great, here comes a massive van to spoil it. Wait. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yeah, the shadows are being picked up quite well. Yeah, so I thought I'd enjoy the sunshine. Tomorrow is also going to be like today, very bright, but tomorrow we're going to actually get into warmth. Today is cold, guys. It's about 10 degrees, but with quite a serious wind chill, if I'm honest. But tomorrow we're going up to 15, 16 degrees, and then later we're going up even higher. We're going up to kind of crazy 18, 19, which is going to be as hot as the Canary Islands, would you believe? Everything's looking quite lovely, isn't it, to be honest, guys? It all looks like a bit of a painting because the light is so beautiful today. In a couple of weeks' time, once the trees have repopulated themselves, this part of Whitehall is going to look magnificently green, and that's when everything will explode. Those greens against the blue sky, it's going to be absolutely spot on. And, of course, next up, Troopers' Summer Order. That's going to be a joy, in fact. It feels like it's been a year since we saw the Summer Order. What has it been? 7 months? 6, 7 months? Long time. Wait, hold on. Now, they're outside today. I say outside the main gates because someone important is going to be arriving, guys. No, sadly, that isn't me, before you get excited. They're not here to let me in to make a film today, and we're not going to wait for the VIP because then we could get stuck there. Gosh, I'm just in everywhere I look, everything kind of looks bright and colourful, doesn't it, today? It's so perfect. Okay, I perhaps shouldn't have jumped to conclusions about the absence of Union flags. Either that or they heard me and changed it. We've got a Ukrainian flag there. We've then got a Union flag, followed by a second Union flag, followed by a third Union flag. I'm not sure if you can spot them. They're a bit limp. I think that one's... Oh, I've asked about that before. I can't remember if it's like a joint services. The flag there, folks, is it RAF joint services or similar? I'm pretty sure it's that one. It's like a mini Union flag at the top, but then with what looks to me like the RAF. I don't know how to describe it. Apologies, guys. I'm not familiar with the terminology. It looks like a bullseye. You know what I mean? The circle. Blue circle with white, and then the red dot, or smaller red circle in the centre. We have addressed that before. I'm pretty sure it's some United Services or tri-service flag. Apologies. One of you please correct me in the comments, and I'll try to keep that firmly in mind and not forget next time. Okay, our last little moment of relative calm. I mean, I don't know, guys, to be honest. The horse guards could be pretty deserted today. There's no guard change, there's no regimental handover, there's nothing, including at the palace. But what we do have is this weather, and that's why I was thinking to myself, you know what? Not only test the kit, but hopefully have quite an enjoyable day with a lot of tourists visiting horse guards in the sunshine. We did have a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? A few days of very similar weather to this, and it was packed every day, despite it being cold. Will we get the same today? Possibly. Oh, flipping! I thought that was a crash. It's not. Some guy's got a metal platform over the road. He's loading onto a van. Even this trooper nearest to the camera is looking across. What's all the noise?
Maddie wants us.
Right. Now, slowly, the sunshine is going to make its way along the horse guards and make this area a little bit brighter. At least that's my hope. Okay, usual spammy twats are here. What a surprise. Gatesman just finished. He's heading back in. Leave him to it. There he is. Bye-bye, Mr. Gatesman. Into the yard, into the sunshine. Now today, for the moment, I'm going to start at this end. And the second we get here, again, Chinese bro is just told to get out of the box. Why is it that every single video, the first person that we capture when we arrive anywhere gets told to get out of the box? It's most peculiar. We've got the same friendly officers, MOD officers, that we had here yesterday. Now the downside, guys, is that the darker shades, for example, in the box, people wearing dark colours, are going to look somewhat more subdued than yesterday. We can't have it both ways. The key thing is to reduce as much flaring as possible in the image, which I think we're achieving. I mean, very large numbers of people heading from the tunnel into the yard. I see that as being a huge positive, as it's not a guard change day. Oh. Okay, we've got the same MOD officers as yesterday, so they're definitely not going to be taking any nonsense from is it all Easts. Wow, what a very in fact, yesterday's boxman, looking from the front right side box, is today's gatesman, a very distinctive fellow because he's exceptionally tall. I think he's probably the second tallest of the lifeguards. Very tall, and a bit of a shame actually that I missed him doing his rounds just now. We'll see him again soon. Oh, he's gone into the archway. Oh my goodness me, what the flip? A teeny bit on the busy side, eh, people? That's filming directly into the sunshine. Fully. What do we do? Do we zoom all the way? I think we need to do that. Zoom all the way around. Kind of towards this end. Pop ourselves in. I think that's going to be the smart option before it gets really madly busy. Okay, that's a bit better. Just off centre, looking across the gate, our favourite spot. Let's see how on it or not they're going to be today. I'm thinking probably very, actually, looking at who we've got at this end, and At the other end we've got the lady trooper. So gent trooper this end, seen him before, experienced, no nonsense, serious, authoritative trooper, and the same with his colleague at the other end. Police at the front, keep an eye on everybody. Most people actually firmly behind me today. I don't know if that's going to continue. There are plenty here. I mean, I'm happy now to pan around into the sunshine for the reasons that I mentioned.
Horses may kick or bite.
Okay. Yes, horses may indeed kick or bite. And it should really say will kick and bite, to be honest. That would be the perfect legal disclaimer, would it not, folks? In other words, if you're pretty much promising or assuring the tourists that they're going to get bitten or they're going to get kicked, anyone that goes up is 100% taking their own health into their own hands. I think lawyers would spend a lot of time and money arguing over the meaning of may, if and when it ever came to court. My belief, anyway. Horses, not entirely sure today, folks. This horse is very perky. His ears, look. Oh. One after another flooding up. Let's hope it stays that way for the duration of today's video. No guarantees, of course, but there we are. Blues are back here tomorrow, by the way, as hopefully will I be. Now, the annoying thing for some of you is that the Blues will not be here this weekend. No, they won't. Oh, changed their mind at the last moment. Possibly due to my camera. Okay, who's next? I'm in proper sort of spring-summer mood today. Polarized glasses, white cap to reflect the heat. And obviously the summer kit. It feels a lot better actually, because the problem with filming here is that when you're in the shade, it's pretty chilly, especially when there's a bit of wind chill. But the second that spectacular sunlight reaches those guards out, boom! It's like, hold on, I feel like a boiled egg. Oh, see, she went in and then shuffled out. I'll try to move back a teeny bit, guys. Some of you have mentioned that you like to see the box. I know you do, but the only way to include the box in the frame is by me being behind the bollards, which gives tourists the space to walk in front of the bollards, i.e. in front of the camera. It's almost like whoever designed this designed it as a perfect puzzle, whereby there's no ideal place to stand, there's no single spot that captures everything, and at the same time, it's actually quite a complex place to film. Just be, oh, little man is saluting the trooper. See that? But hey, I mean, it wouldn't be interesting unless there were challenges in terms of filming. She is from Peru, I'm 99% certain. Peruvian. Unfolded, serious pose, no nonsense. Oh, who's this important chap? I think he's got a meeting with the PM. That's who the police are waiting for. I wasn't really paying attention, but I think that's the only thus far bobble hat that we've seen, is it not? Actually, wait, there are a few more. Oh, look at this. I don't ever recall seeing the council rubbish collector chap or street litter picker hopping along the centre here, cleaning everything up. I think that might actually be because we're entering into Easter pre-tourist season. And to be honest, there's going to be a lot of junk, just like there was last year, especially left on the bollards. Tourist spot that I called the guards bar last time. Okay, around we go. Around we go. It actually looks as though it's going to be pretty chill. Which, between you and I, dear viewer, I was hoping for. The breeze is unsettling. I think a lot of ladies who don't want a messy hair picture. Oh, this guy just handed the lady his iPad. Some very important senior fellows today in pinstriped suits.
There you go, mate. Told to give you that.
That looks fantastic. Lovely. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, thank you.
Okay, folks, I've just been served some documents. How exciting. Okay, who's up next? They're addressed to John London City Walks, and whatever they are, they're going in the bin. I know who they're from, and I know what they are likely are going to refer to, but you know what? It's all good. Why? Because I like things to be the way I like things to be, and nobody, jealous or not, will change that. Okay, so Lady Trooper, not being given much attention actually. Problem I've got now, folks, is I need to put the envelope I've just been handed into my bag, which is problematic. There's no one here that I know well enough or that I trust to do that. I'm definitely not going to ask a tourist to do it. Who's up next? This lovely lady. Okay, and this gent. Now, so far, other than that first person who jumped very quickly when warned out of the box, everyone is behaving themselves, aren't they? Look, even the horses are like, why didn't you take my picture yet? I was expecting to be your picture of the day. Today won't be a picture of the day because I took so many yesterday, I think of 3 different horses, that I thought I would post those in order first before making a decision about taking some new ones. Plus, this one, front hooves are completely in the shade, so there's pretty much zero chance of me being able to get the number. Okay. I'm going to stand back a teeny bit for the moment, guys, because there's no fear of getting anyone in the camera who's desperately trying to get in the camera. And we can see people that are here and the lines, kind of anyway. The tourists are being extremely hesitant today compared to yesterday. It's almost like on a regimental changeover day, they kind of have more, I don't know, courage, that's the right word, to approach the horses. On these days when everyone's behind the bollards, it pretty much leads everyone else to follow them. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, she did go in, but then immediately took herself out again. Horse looks very, very relaxed today, to be honest, and I think he's probably loving the weather. I can just squeeze the line in without cutting off the plume. It's very, very tight, but it's the best we can do for the moment. Now, remember I mentioned that exceptionally tall and authoritative looking gatesman? Nope, it's not who you're thinking of. He's in the blues. But let's see in a minute. I'll go into the yard and we'll wait for him to leave the archway. Actually, in fact, I think I'll do it in just a second because... wait, sorry, the tourist taking a picture. Okay, they've taken a picture. Let's go into the yard. Now, just in my luck, he decides not to leave his post. Let's see. Oh, somebody just said to a random tourist, "Are you taking pictures of me?" I mean, you kind of can't really not take pictures of people if you're here in the yard. Now, the thing is he waiting for the bell to ring? Or did he decide he doesn't want to move anyway? Oh, actually, I've just noticed the market trader is back. I mean, I'm pretty sure The bell is due to ring. I mean now, actually. Yeah. There it is. According to my phone, it's 15 seconds late, but hey, it's probably my phone and not the actual bell. Oh, they got the perfect picture. Okay. Yet another trooper that's completely mastered the art of those extremely harsh and heavy boots. Taking it wide. The difference in tone, in fact, when he walks from the shaded area directly into the bright sunshine. Damn, I was really hoping that bus was going on a Whitehall and would stop at exactly the moment he went to the front. Potentially could have almost looked camouflage. It would have just been a floating head against the red London. Oh, that jogger was pretty close, actually, against the red London bus livery. To be honest, actually, remember I always mention about these things that we haven't seen, but that we anticipate one day we might see. We've seen joggers entering the box. I think once or twice we've seen a jogger go through the box. Not necessarily in my videos, but it has happened. I know other people have filmed it, captured it and stuff. The interesting thing from my perspective is that we haven't yet, for reasons that remain unknown, seen a jogger either run into a member of the public or indeed run into the police or a trooper. I mean, hopefully we'll never see it, but for some reason I'm thinking that it's almost inevitable over time. Just like every other single thing we thought would never happen, then transpired to happen. So 14 minutes, folks, until the change. That will be the 1 o'clock change, that will be a double change, and I will be in the yard for that.
No flash? No flash.
I don't think there's much to worry about today in terms of getting a spot. It's far, far, far more chill than yesterday. Oh, forgot about the line, sorry. Oh, he's heading in the wrong direction. The MI6 building's the other way. Frozen for a moment.
I hope it went through. Okay, thank you.
Oh, back. And a lot of other people have just arrived, in fact, on the left. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of a surge before we film that changeover. See? Look, when I say there's like a lot of people, I'm not exaggerating. Look, but they're all waiting over there, and I'm not sure why. Is he waving at the horse? He's not waving at me. I don't know why they're all waiting, guys. It's a little curious. 1 second, let's carefully weave ourselves out, along, and around, as we usually do, to the other end, into the sunshine. We missed the 3 of them. To be honest, bear in mind that tomorrow is a guard change day, and it's going to be very hot as well as sunny. The same on Thursday. I'm going to confidently state that the Easter holiday will be starting tomorrow. Yep. I was just thinking, it's City of London, guys. That extraordinary horse. Remember this one? Look. And today we can film into the sunshine. Look at this. City of London Police. I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the one on the left. One on the right is definitely a mare. We've had that horse named for us many times. Escapes me now, but I do know it. Oh, hello, horsey. Now, you might be wondering why we haven't actually seen any police horses. They did, annoyingly, folks. Not Glorious Brabazon, you might be delighted to hear, but 3 police horses came through the yard whilst I was off camera speaking with the authorities, inverted commas. Well, that is that's a smile to melt ladies' hearts, that gent. Who's next? Oh, his lovely wife is up next. I think, to be honest, the troopers are probably now sick of winter order. Today's just about warm enough to not be in winter order, but if they're still in winter order with the overcoats on Thursday, they're going to struggle. Nearly 20 degrees with that on. Yeah, that's going to be a struggle. Oh, hello, horsey. Oh, please don't walk into the box. I'd hate that, actually, if somebody carrying their... She's in the box, she's in the box. Lucky the trooper's looking the other way.
You got the pictures.
That would be so awkward, actually. Trooper screams, tourist drops their kid. Major scandal. That's actually pretty sweet, to be fair, isn't it? Bye-bye, horsey. For some reason, everybody's running through the gate. That leads me to believe that. Oh yeah, I see where everyone's running through the gate, folks. Let's go and have a quick look. It doesn't look... Excuse me, sorry. Say again? Yeah, you YouTube.
Hi.
Wait, you as well?
No.
No? 1 second. Oh, it's a tricky one, actually, because a minute ago, both sides are kind of quiet. All of a sudden, busy. It's like, which one do you choose? You know what? Neither. That's which one I choose, because both of the groups are being absolutely fine and respectful, just like yesterday. After yesterday, to be fair, folks, I don't think I'm ever going to jump to conclusions again about any group, regardless of how much crowding there is. Hopefully that will not be stopping here. Oh, wait, it's trying to come to this side of the road. Maybe it will be. Nope. That must be hyper stressful, driving an emergency vehicle with this level of traffic. Yikes. Anyway, yeah, that massive group that crowded around the arches, everybody ran in thinking there'd be a bit of a situation, but there is no situation. As you can see, they've all just left the yard and are behaving themselves. Although, actually, wait, hold on 1 second, folks, hold on. I've seen some hoodie-wearing idiot who's massively over in the guard's face. I don't know if that's necessarily a huge negative. Actually, it's not hood wearing. It's some old guy with his hood up. Look. I thought it was some kid with a hoodie because he was really close. Like really close. What are these idiots saying? 1 second. That's right, you're on camera. Smile, lads. They're being pretty disrespectful, actually. The other 3 haven't noticed that I'm filming yet. The trooper just come out to drop the chain down. We'll put the camera on him. Let's see if they get closer and decide to play the big men. Then we'll go and have a word. Let's make sure we get all of them. I'm going to stay in the corner here now, guys. Complete with the clowns, who are annoying. You're probably going to watch the other side now. Actually, wait. You know what? whilst there's the ability towards the other side, we'll follow them. Why? Respect, that's why. They haven't got any. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gagging to open my mouth, folks. I know that sounds pretty bad, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Bro, you're being very disrespectful. The man is at work, yeah? He's at work. If that was your brother, your dad, your friend, what would you think? Yeah? Exactly. Jog on, idiot. Just so you know, guys, this YouTube channel has hundreds of thousands, and your man here is going to look like a total idiot tonight. I'll make sure he is viral like the idiot he is, okay? Respect the troopers. If that was your brother, your dad, your friend, I'm not having a go at you, my friend, but your man is out of order big time. Yeah, these guys are at work, so I can't understand what is that he would decide to get in their faces like that. Of course, I'm going to post it, and your friend is going to look like the biggest dick. You guys, you're not going to be in it, but your man there, yeah, come on. I mean, if he's going to take the piss, happens here. This is a public place in the centre of London. What does it mean in a public place? Anyone can be filmed. It's not, my friend. He'll remember his next visit here, trust me. Right, folks. Oh, now they're all panicking and they're crying about it, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, our man, we'll make him famous, guys. He's going to be the thumbnail. Just when I thought it was going to be a proper day of complete and utter idiocy, they're now having a little group chat. We can't see it too clearly, actually. It's a bit shady in the yard. But yeah, let's hope we can make... The channel doesn't really have hundreds of thousands, guys. I had to exaggerate it to make it sound like it was going to be more of a problem. Wait, hold on. Tourists can't really decide. It's very shady, actually, in this corner, but I think I'll stay here just because of the fact that they're going to come out, walk past the camera, go into the tunnel, etc., etc. I mean, the trooper did just say about the white line, which is there. In other words, it's some way back. At least now, the clowns that were around the archway, hear them saying, oh, but you're going to blow our faces, blah, blah. No, chap, I'm not going to blow your face. Isn't it amazing how just the idea when the MOD officer is waving. He's the gent yesterday that had the pictures taken with the Chinese tourist. Notice now they've decided to permanently vacate the archway and they're leaving the troopers alone. What big man with the big mouth was saying and then doing his little crying stupid face when I went over to talk to him, or trying to say to the trooper was like, you know, what made you choose this as a job? Like, why did you decide to do this? Blah, blah, or you know, the usual rubbish to try and get some kind of reaction, which we can't be having here, can we? As I said, if it was a relative, a friend, wouldn't speak to them like that, would they? They just wouldn't do it, so. Loving the light on this side, although I'm not entirely sure. 1 second, how long we've got? 1 minute, actually, is what we've got. Trooper marching from full illumination into absolute doom and gloom in the corner. Incidentally, quick mention of the word chitsman. I have addressed this in many videos in the comments. Horses kicking on the stalls. Chitsman, okay, the chits, or as sometimes the troopers used to call this post, chick. In other words, you know, baby chicken, chicksman. The chits refers to this spot, which directly in front of the troopers is walking to it, is a door. There are some doors, large, heavy doors, to the troopers, not on the camera, to the troopers' right, to our left, troopers' right. Those doors head down to the area below the yard, okay? So, subterranean level, below the ground I'm standing on now, has the old original cockfighting pits here at Horseguards, okay? That post originally was to guard the entrance, the entrance to the subterranean area that houses those pits. So that's the reason it's called the chits, or chicks or chits. They're still interchangeable. I don't really hear anyone referring to it as chicks anymore, but some of the troopers we've spoken to before that were here 20 or more years ago did used to refer to the post here as chicksman. It's now chit, C-H-I-T-S-M-A-N. And that's not really Googleable, oddly enough, because there's not really anything about it, which I've always found curious. I didn't even know until I had discussions with some NCOs and troopers during the TikTok live period. Because there's not really much history listed, stated. For example, Wikipedia, no mention, curiously. Okay, so the 2 new horses are coming out. Which ones are we going to have? Oh. Oh, I'm actually a bit annoyed because these are 2 of my favourite troopers, and we haven't got. Actually, you know what? I might actually make this the full video. We'll see. Oh, flipperoo. Horses are very eager and enthusiastic to get moving today, aren't they? They're like, whoa. Oh, look at this. Tourist actually running out the way. See that? I mean, it wasn't that dramatic. Actually ran along the yard with a pushchair. I don't think there was any chance of the horse crashing into him, to be quite honest, but better to be... Oh! An exceedingly loud make way to get through that lot. Okay, he's safely in the tunnel. Golly, folks. Golly, golly, golly. It seems as though the troopers have been told, be as verbal as you like if people are in your path. Finito with the horses. Next up will be the replacement gatesman and chitsman. Now, interesting enough, everybody's moving quite fluidly. I think what I'm going to do, folks, is film it in the tunnel, actually. Yeah. Or kind of... Actually, well, yeah, some of the tourists are walking in this side. I don't normally like this side so much, but I think for today's purposes, it will help. Plus, we've got magnificent lights. Look at that. Yes, the tunnel does look darker. It looks somewhat gloomy. As I said before, guys, we can't have it both ways. We can either have a consistently colourful image or occasional moments of gloom, just like this. If anything, it highlights even more the light at the end of the tunnel, doesn't it? Let's go back in the yard in 1 minute, otherwise it's going to be a bit dark there. We'll see them as they come across the corner here. Told to move back. Sure, actually, I didn't even notice that they were in front of the line. And myself, I'll step back too, leaving lots of space on the corner here for the troopers. And of course, the replacement gatesman. Ta-da! Just by them, actually, between the stone pillar. Quick march. Here they come back into the camera. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! And of course, last but not least, the replacement gatesman. Perfectly done, eh, ladies and gents, I would say. Very simple and effective changeover. The shout was a pretty loud one, but nobody actually kind of had to jump out the way or anything like that when the previous gatesman came out of the archway. We'll spend a bit of time in the sunshine at the front, because the light's obviously superior.
Come on, I think we can go now. Come on.
And then I will be finished, and we'll need to review the earlier footage of Dopey. Out we go into a space at the front where for the moment it's still lovely and bright, actually. Very lovely and bright. See, look. Happy and smiley. And this actually, as we catch that sunshine, we only get the slightest of flaring. Only lasts a moment and then the image settles down. The clowns that we caught earlier coming out the gate, there we are, they spotted me and they're walking the other way. What a surprise. Pity, but there we are. Yeah, it is what it is, people. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're going to turn up here and be stupid, then it's probably better to leave, am I right? I'm not sure if she asked actually, or is asking what the name of the horse is, or whether she asked if it's a boy or a girl. But the trooper did reply. I couldn't hear it. Too much noise. I'm too far back. Okay. Anyone going to go forward? Or not? Kids were a bit too busy reading the sign. Kids like, Mummy, look at the sign. If we get some people flooding out from the yard, folks, I will make this part a little longer, because they'll end up with so much footage that I'm days behind, because tomorrow's going to be a very bright day and I do intend on being outside. But we will see how it goes, actually, depending on how long this one ends up lasting, or not. To be honest, it might not, folks. I'm still trying to see. Actually, no, they've left. Right, we've got some new groups arriving, tour groups. In fact, it's a massive group coming through. Most are standing in the middle. Big group arriving into the yard. The teacher took control immediately. He's the guy with the sunglasses who's explaining to his students, I believe, what this is about, what's going on, why the soldier is standing there, etc. Two teachers actually, both wearing sunglasses on the right hand side, which is good. The group is from France. It's a Frenchy group. Actually, now I'm already starting to worry. Yeah, it's definitely a Frenchy group. So one teacher wandered off to the other side. The other teacher, wearing the bobble hat, is on the right-hand side of the frame. Again, good teacher should stand right at the front, putting him or herself between the yard and the trooper. That way, everybody's going to surge forward and create a huge mush around the archway. I mean, they might, but they might not. Let me stand like way further back, just because of the fact that for the moment they're not doing anything wrong. But I just know, because it happens every time, that the second I move away or turn the camera around, something's going to go wrong, someone's going to get shouted at, they're going to start laughing, pointing, whatever. Happens every single time here.
I'm here.
but without fail. So I'm still in the yard. Corporal of Horses come back out to check on the new trooper. Guys coming through with their line bikes. In fact, one of them just saying that is what my uncle used to do. Stood in the arches like that. Okay, let's walk around and leave the Changis alone. The teacher's still there, so I think it's going to be peaceful. Corporal of Horse going back to the front. Good to see how active he is, in fact, folks, because I think we'd agree that the vast majority of the time we've seen an NCO, whether Lance Corporal of Horse or Corporal of Horse at the front, been a lifeguard. Sorry guys, it hasn't been a lifeguard, it's been a Blues and Royals. Oh, hold on a second. I don't know what they want. They're trying to ask me something. 1 second. I really hope they're not going to ask for, I mean, if they do ask for a picture, I will. Oh. I literally thought that bro was going to walk straight into the camera then. I froze on the spot, thinking to myself, oh, is he going to leave his post already? Luckily he's not, in fact. Why luckily? Well, I mean, look at them all already. Very curious as to where he's going and if he's coming back. It's good, in fact, because you can't see where the trooper goes unless you get into the archway and stick your head around the arch. And even then you can't really see what he's doing. But I can understand why people are curious. The disappearing trooper who then magically reappears. The thing is, the group is so spread out across the yard that the three teachers are sort of back and forwards, making sure that no one gets close. I think they've got it under control, to be honest. Which, as I've said before, folks, it's is unusual for the French groups. I just thought to myself, if the teacher isn't there, they're going to start marching up and down, up and down, up and down in front of the archway. But now they can't because another tourist has turned up. In fact, our best dressed tourist of the day, there she is, for a picture. Ta-da! To be honest, that's probably more likely to be an Instagram reel than a picture, in all probability. Groups back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards. It's really hard to see, actually, to be honest, whether anyone's being super rude, because 1 minute they're going over like saluting and stuff, but then they just walk away. They're not laughing and pointing and everything else. So it's kind of difficult, really, to be honest. It's not a clear-cut situation of people massively taking you to what, like the 3 or 4 whatever clowns that we caught earlier on. I have spotted 2 police horses coming across from the Ministry of Defence. Now, hopefully they're going to come across this way into the yard through the gate and so on. I mean, we'll get to see in a minute. I can't actually tell them in because they're behind that lorry right in the middle. Look, in the middle of the street. It's a 50-50 whether they're going to come across or head to the stables. Look, I don't recognise the one on the right. Oh great, obviously a bus comes along. Let's leave that for a minute. I think instinctively they're coming across here. Actually they are, look. It is actually a traffic stopping moment in the sunshine. Wow, look, I mean, we're perfectly positioned, in fact. Amazing. Oh, hello, horsey. Wow, look at this beauty, guys. Super close to the camera. In fact, you're probably going to think you're watching this in 3D. That was crazy close. Wasn't it? Like, really, really, really close. Extraordinary. And amazing. Okay, so at this end. Yeah, I thought the Charles of Olo was still in the crowd. They're not, they left. Which is probably good, in all honesty. It's now bro time here at Horseguards. Bing bong.
No.
Corporal of Horse out again. I think, to be honest, you're just loving the sunshine, as are the horses and as am I. You might think it's empty, folks. It's really not. Look. Why am I getting a sense that somebody's going to try and feed the horse or asking if they can feed the horse? Okay, gatesman out behind us. I'll move if he turns this way. Meanwhile, okay, he's gone straight back in again. Awkward. There's a couple also waiting at the same time. It's super awkward, actually. I just realised they were on YouTube. Well, we've got somebody behind pretending to be the gatesman, stamping is for a random tourist. And a wait for the horse. Pretty sweet. I'm not sure actually if anyone's going to come forward again past the line I'm standing along. They might not. Oh. It's funny, you know, the yard is plenty busy and there's a good, very, very solid number of people at the front here today. But the interactions between the tourists and visitors and the horses are very, very, very limited for some reason. But we do occasionally get days like that, folks. There's no rhyme or reason to the way things work here. Sometimes it happens in that way, you know? The gatesman is having a very peaceful time since the changeover. This dude is wearing his hotel slippers in the yard. He's just standing there by himself. Wait, what's he looking at? There's actually nothing in front. There's nothing there. He's having a meditative moment, I think. Dreaming about, you know, ocean waves and palm trees gently swaying in the sunshine. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely meditating, I'm sure. Then again, you might well be having a thoughtful, contemplative moment, folks. Without making assumptions, lots of people are fasting for Ramadan until the 30th of this month. So that could be our man there. Let's leave him in peace, as he deserves. In fact, this Frenchy group who are still here in the yard, I think have pretty much emptied the entire guard shop. They've taken everything. They bought it all. Now, is this guy going to walk in or not? To the archers, I mean. Probably not by the looks of it. Okay, that's our key, or cue rather, to head back to the front, ladies and gents. Yes, it is. Back to the hunt. There's actually only going to be like a 20-minute add-on to the previous video, but it'll actually take longer to join the two pieces together than just to finish this, so we will see. Very peaceful, to be honest, guys. I think I might, I wouldn't say finish up, but I think this video will end up being a little bit less than I was initially thinking it would be. 1 second. I'll make a decision as we go, ad hoc. Now, what I have noticed is that work is being done on the doors. Okay, I don't know if that was done overnight, but I'm pretty sure all of that filler, notice just over the guard's shoulder, I'm not sure how well it's picking it up. I don't really want to zoom in too much, like super close up on his face, but wait, look. Without putting the guards, see that? All of the lady almost walked into the horse a second ago. Obviously, it had to happen whilst we were zoomed in. Yeah, she almost, with her head on the phone, went splat. And even actually, along here, the lady in red in the distance kind of reacted and did it again. It wasn't actually a face palm, she didn't go like splat, but pretty close. I said it's not the first time, we've seen it a few times here.
Chicos, por favor, vamos dentro.
Oh, Chico, por favor, let's go. Oh, see, look. They still didn't even realise. Wait, I don't know which chicas he's talking to because there actually aren't that many people here, to be honest. Oh, actually, they're walking behind me. Chicos, don't worry, it's not on you. I'm not Phil. This guy in a tweed suit just walked through with his face over the camera. Well, the camera wasn't even pointing at him. Very odd, actually. I haven't seen that before. Somebody coming out, not military, somebody in a tweed suit, like trying to put his hand over the camera, kind of like, don't film me. I mean, the camera wasn't actually even close to him being in frame. That's very curious. I've joked about that not really happening before, and now that's the third time it's happened in the space of 3 weeks. Actually, we've now got this huge Chinese group that have turned up, and for some reason, let me get around, I'm thinking it's going to be kind of amusing to see as they all surge over toward the box. It's a lot of pink, actually, here today. Actually, I don't think it's a Chinese group. I'll take that back for the moment. Oh, this gentleman just told to get out of the box. These ladies are being told to get out. There we are. Get back. I'm confused actually because I'm definitely hearing some Mandarin being spoken, but at the same time I'm hearing some other languages being spoken. So it's all a bit of I guess it might be a mixed group with lots of bright colours and enthusiastic approaches to the box. It's me saying that hardly anyone's gone forward or gotten told off today, and then obviously it happens. What a surprise. She's like, we eat this in Henan province. Someone just looked at me. I think somebody next to me understood what I said. Oops. They don't really, guys, I'm joking. I mean, I don't know. You know if they, I mean, maybe they do, I don't know. Okay, just as we thought it was going to get quiet, guess what? It's not, and isn't getting quiet, quite the opposite, actually. They're all flooding up now in very large numbers collectively. Oh, hold on, it's actually part of the Frenchy group that have been in the yard for all of this time, ages, actually. So they've been busy emptying out the guard shop. There's nothing left for anyone else to buy, and now they're leaving. Meanwhile, behind me, loads more arrivals. In fact, both sides, to be fair, on my left and on my right, flooding out of the gate, as is typical. Look at them all. Wow. Considering how many people there are here now, hundreds, plural, it's extraordinary that I can point the camera to the horse and there's not one person even close. Behind me, in the yard, to my left, I mean, wait a minute guys, if everyone walks forward, you'll see how many people are here right now. It is packed. In and out of the yard constantly. So many. But Horsey's getting a very easy time today. And if that continues, guys, I will end the video. Ta-da. That one enough before. We've now got the fire brigade coming along. Oh, somebody just said next to me, fire truck. Look how many people are arriving, guys. These new groups that are turning up. I want to move from here actually, it's a bit uncomfortably busy. Let's go to the other end where for the moment there's more sunshine, but arguably more importantly, there are lots more tourists. All flooding out of the yard area, look at them all. And all flooding straight through the middle of the box. What a surprise. I don't actually know a smart way to respond, folks, if somebody does put their hand over the camera, like to push it away. Remember I said in yesterday's video that there was an issue at the weekend in the protest with somebody working for Yorkshire News who got arrested. That was because they pushed away a loud hailer that was too close to their head. Now that, pushing away of an object that another person's using, according to the arresting officer on the scene, counts as an assault. I mean, it makes sense, but somebody making contact just to push the camera, I don't know, to be honest, guys. For me, it's not a big deal, but at the same time, it's arguably a criminal offence, although a minor one. The thing is, I wouldn't want to bother the police here with it, because ultimately, I'm the one making the decision to film in public with the, you know, in inverted commas, risks that occasionally entails. And I accept those risks as part of it. Just looking in the yard, because, yeah, again, I mean, look, all of these people here. Yet again, we've got more people crowding the archway. Very odd day today, actually, to be honest. Sometimes I'm sort of in a good mood because everything flows normally. It's just chill. Today's just a confused mess, if I'm completely honest with you. Nobody can really decide what on earth they're doing. And if no one's actually going to bother to come up to the horse, except Bro and his bike, you stop for a picture, we might well decide to terminate a bit earlier than usual. Horse is like, no, not yet. Look at them all, look, massive number of people. Frozen. they're not pointing, not taking pictures, not doing anything. Frozen on the spot. I wonder if the horses that were here a year ago secretly think to themselves, like, why does no one come near me anymore? I'm not saying it's a negative, but I'm genuinely wondering if the horses realise that there's been a massive sea change. Which I think is the best way to describe what's been happening here since those lines went down. Several, in fact, of these have gone by now. I hope there's not a major event somewhere. I mean, they're not actually on noisy flashing blue lights, but they are responding to an emergency. You know what? I think that they kept it quiet as they passed the horses, because they just hear that in the distance. Just switched them on. But then again, the police and ambulance never turn off the sirens when they pass here, so I don't know, it might just be a coincidence. Okay, here comes the gatesman, and this will be the final gatesman rounds that we're going to get this clearly in today's video. I think the horses might actually secretly be wanting this, folks, in front of me. What is that? An apple that somebody's left. A partially eaten apple on the top of the bollard. What if they can smell it, actually? Could a horse smell an object that far away? I don't know if they have sort of, you know, hyper sensitivity with any ability to smell an object that far away. But that's almost torture. They placed it on the middle bollard, right in the middle. And I dare say the horse is probably thinking, it's not fair. Or can the tourist please pick it up and bring it over and feed it to me? Oops. I try not to walk into anybody. Yeah, look, I mean, we're really far back, guys. I mean, I'm actually standing as far back as I can without standing in the road itself. And you can see it's busy, 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 busy here. Look. I saw that dirty look actually from the gem with glasses. So you filming me? Well, hello, yes. I am. Okay, back inside. And Mr. Meditation is still here. Look, here he is. I wonder if he's considering a career as a tour guide, perhaps. He's been here for at least, what, 15, 20 minutes now? It's been a while since I was in the yard, and he was here then. I joked about him wearing slippers, as indeed he still is. What do we think, guys? I can't tell. 1 minute he's in motion, and the next minute he's meditative. Right, I'm going to stand back a little bit. Okay, German group. I don't know, is it just me or does it just seem a bit strange? Man's noticed the camera. I don't speak German, sorry guys, I can't speak German. I'm not sure everyone's waiting. There's a massive group here. But obviously I don't understand what he's saying. Is he saying like come forward, like don't be scared, or I don't know, this is strange. I don't know guys, can anyone translate a little bit under the video? Like what are they talking about? Are they deciding when to go forward? They ask each other what's going on here. I can't believe that no one in this entire group speaks English. Body language and hoodies is what keeps me a little bit interested, but meditative bro there, look, he's just not moving. Even if a cyclone randomly hits horseguards, he's not moving from that spot. Not the gatesman, the guy in the... What's the one right behind me then? The guy in the body warmer. That was actually very awesome. The guy that was right behind me is one of the idiots that works with the spammers. Check my kit when I finish here, actually, just in case he dropped anything on me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. He's now like hallucinating as a helicopter over horseguards, but there actually is a helicopter over horseguards, folks. Yeah. Oh, it's actually flying really low. Look at this. It's a Chinook. So I think he thought for a moment, wow, this is like really strong stuff. The the helicopter sounds and feels. Say again?
Make YouTube?
It's YouTube. 1 second, I'll show you.
What's the name
Was
of
heißt,
the channel?
können Sie mich reinschneiden?
It's this one.
Hey, oh, was heißt, können Sie mich reinschneiden?
Can you take it? Can you take us in the video?
Oh, you guys want to be in the video?
Yes.
Yeah, me.
Why?
Nice.
You want to say hello to everyone in German at home? Yeah?
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go for it, guys. Here. They asked to be in the video. They're in the video. Go for it.
Hello, Germany. Hallo. Grüß mein kleinen Bruder Nick.
Tell everyone in Germany that. Oh,
Rein dein Zellen.
how do you say like and subscribe London City Walks on YouTube?
Lasst ein Like und ein Abo da.
There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
Dankeschön, guys. Thanks a lot, yeah?
Thank you.
Danke. Teachers there, they asked me to do that, folks. You know that I don't normally just put people on the spot. They were kind and friendly and they asked for it, so why not? I hope that they did actually say like and subscribe as opposed to don't like this guy's channel. It's not a good one. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. Let's see. Okay, a nice friendly moment as we approach the end. Oh, they're actually now all busy on their phone in the yard, checking the channel. Welcome, willkommen to the new subscribers from Germany. Welcome, guys, to the channel. They were very friendly and polite, in fact. This is why I couldn't really say no to their request. Plus, I mean, the teacher did seem pretty chill, even though she was eyeballing me. That's actually a nice, very positive note to end on. And hopefully that will spread the word wherever they're from, whichever part of Germany they're from. Both horses have had a very, very relaxing shift so far, to be honest, guys. It's been, I would say, perfect condition to be a horse guard's horse for the day. Right, our final shot will be other horse at the other box, and then I am done. Why am I done? Well, for two reasons. One, it's been quite a long day, and two, this is the second part of what was never going to be a two-parter, ladies and gents. Yeah, interestingly enough. So we will decide how to approach that. Oh my good lord, as if that were not enough, it's been pretty busy the whole time we've been here. There's another massive group about to turn up on my left, which I think is probably my cue to finish up. Meditative Bro is still there by himself, totally out of it in the yard. I don't know what is going on with him. Very curious. Anyway, we're out of here, guys, before this massive group, so young school group, turn up on my left and get in the camera. But oh, they're waving. German guys are waving. Our last tourist, or possibly penultimate tourist, and that's it. We are done. Finito, ladies and gents. But I'll be back soon. Bye for now, people.